Okay, so I think this might be actually a good time to talk about this. I've said this in the past, but I realize like sometimes like I go on these rants, and the reason that I have this YouTube channel is because I actually go back and watch my videos. So like next month I will watch all of the videos that I made in January, and I would be like, oh wow, I thought this, and I would start to correct myself. That's how I grow. But I also realize for some reason there's other people who are so interested in my story. Like there's all these burner accounts that always stalk me, and I have actually like four stalkers, right? Then I have like family members who I hate. They always just like they love saying shit about me. Like all these other people love saying shit about me. So I figured it's probably just useful for me to go through this growing process and make it open and available, because every single day I grow and change and evolve. And if you are interested in growing and evolving with me, then we can come on this journey together. Otherwise, you can go watch somebody else. Anyway, back to Cardi B. This had to be like in 2010. This is back when Cardi B was on one of the Real Housewives shows, but she had an interview that she did, and it was like, I think it was on Vlad TV, and she was talking about living with a boyfriend and how basically she was living with her parents, and that she's like Puerto Rican. She grew up in like a part of New York that was like a very Puerto Rican community. And she moved out of that her household with her mom and dad, and she got a boyfriend, and her mom was like, if you have the boyfriend, you can't live here anymore. That's actually very common. Like when I was in high school, I actually wasn't allowed to be in any relationships at all. And then when I moved in with my great aunt, she was very old. She's like 82 and very conservative and very like black Catholic type of person. Like I was dating a guy, and he came to pick me up one time, and she like started talking to him and all these things. And after he left, she basically gave me a whole synopsis of like, you can't date him. This is unacceptable. Like you need to break up with him, or you're gonna have to move out of the house. And I was like, damn, like I'm gonna be homeless if I date this nigga. So okay, no, he's gotta go because I'm not gonna be homeless anyway. So Cardi B talks about how she moved in with this guy, and he basically wanted her to be a maid. He expected her to clean and cook and do like he was basically like her slave master. And I think a lot of you guys who are just being YouTubers, and maybe you've gone to college and you've done all these things, you are forgetting the women who are left behind. Like if you went to Vanderbilt, you went to Harvard, you went to UCLA, you went to UC Davis, you went to fucking community college, wherever you went, just know there's some girl that's in your neighborhood, okay? Some girl that's in very close proximity to you, and she didn't go. She didn't have the opportunity to take a class, okay? So the stuff that you learned in that one class, two class, that one degree, there's another girl who didn't learn that. And there's some dude out there who also did not take that class because men are retarded. And I will put the link in the description box to another video of how the men are down bad. But those men who are down bad, you know, the ones who have no education and who are working in these like low wage jobs and shit, they need women too. And those women who didn't take those classes, those are the women that they're going after. So the woman doesn't have any education, the dude doesn't have any education. All of them are being like soaked up, okay, by this like, it is globalism. That's what it is. But I don't want to drag, I know a lot of people aren't that smart, so I'm not gonna have like, maybe I'll make another video after that. It's just like a 1-2 step of globalism. But let's just talk about capitalism for a second, because that's what Cardi B is talking about. Now I really feel like every woman, you need to listen to the Cardi B song about money. Just listen to that song, and like, I mean, don't watch the video because the graphics might throw you off, but Cardi B made a fucking song about capitalism. It's the only song, it's like the perfect track. Like this bitch wrote the script on capitalism. If you listen to what she said, you will be successful straight up. If you're selling pussy, if you're selling serving, if you're selling software engineering, if you're selling music, whatever you're selling, get your coins, collect them, start investing in shit like property. Okay, start there. Don't invest in cars and jewelry unless you're getting like real diamonds and you plan to like sell them for something. But you got to start from the basics. Okay, get you like one pair of shoes, get you like a bus pass, okay, and get you an apartment. That's square one. Start there. Then start building up. Maybe buy yourself a condo, buy yourself a house, Keep, even Trina did that. Start with Cardi B money, then maybe evolve to like Trina, who's the baddest. Remember, she literally wrote the script to save up for a condo. Like, what do you think the rest of us were doing? I swear, maybe it was since I was like 12, I was trying to find the fast track to get Trina's condo. I was trying to unpack that shit. I had like written little scripts like, how does bitch do it? How did she do it? The whole point is, and I think I actually made a little remix video to this on Instagram, but a woman made a video about this, and I agree. She's like, I may be alone with my dog, but at least I'm not stuck with some ugly, average, abusive man. And that's what most women are stuck with right now. Straight up. Like, they are in relationships, but these relationships are not meaningful relationships with someone who's like helping them grow, someone who's like financially successful, someone who's like empathetic and kind. These are like shitty people, and they're just in relationships to be like, I'm in a relationship. I went to go see another film today. I had breakfast. I kind of had another job interview. I talked to Dev. I rode the bus. I danced to Drake. Like, and if I gotta be honest, I think my day was okay. Okay, I had an Eric Church day again. Okay, it was a record year. Just do that shit for you. It wasn't like really great. Okay, like I wasn't yachting in Capri. I wasn't just like chilling at the cafe all day like Lori Harvey. But I mean, I got my like vinyl Beyonce album with the whole book, images to unpack, stories to tell. Maybe we can dance to Cardi B money. We'll do that. We'll dance to Cardi B. I just was kind of trying to finish sweeping the floor, but no, we'll do that because I want to show you guys what I do, because I don't just do nothing. I'm not just like using my money to buy nothing. Anyway, so Cardi B was talking about inflation. So maybe go watch Ben Shapiro's video that he just posted about this. But the big point is like, yes, grocery prices are going up. And like Priyanka Chopra also posted a video, which I remixed, where she was like, it doesn't matter who your father is. It doesn't matter who your husband is. If you're a woman, you need to have your own money. And that's fucking real. Sell makeup, sell something. But you need to have your own money. Get a job. Seriously. And you don't really have to have that many skills to start getting a job. You can just work at a grocery store and learn that. Go work at a diner. Learn that. Do that. That is work, and it pays money, okay? And you can use that money if you need to support yourself. Like I use my money to support myself. My mother has her own thing going on. My brother has his own thing going on. My father has an entire other family that he supports. He has his own thing going on. Okay, like, and what they're doing just doesn't impact me. When I need help, if I'm down, if I'm like, oh man, I don't have any money for lunch, I'll reach out to my cousin and ask. I showed you guys what I did. I'll just ask. I'll send a Square Cash request. I'll be like, hey, Keisha, can you send me $20 for lunch? I spent all my money on the bills. Okay, I don't have any more money. Then she'll send it to me. Like my cousin needed help. I gave him help. If I have it to give, I'm going to give it, because I don't want people to struggle in the same way that I struggled. And so the point, Cardi B is rich, and I think a lot of you should go listen to like her old interviews, like when she was on The Real Housewives, not the ones where she's like talking to other women, but the ones where she's talking to, like, she's interviewing one-on-one with like an interviewer about like her perspective and like her life. Because it's really difficult being a Latino woman in like New York, right? All that shit about In the Heights, like most people don't ever make it out. It's very hard for them to matriculate into even the middle class. Like most of the Latina population and Latinx population in America, they end up staying like very lower class. And so that's why like all the Bad Bunny shit, all the like Rosalia, even Anita, like every song that they're putting out, it's none of the songs are about complex emotions. They're not about matriculation. They're not even about college. Like all of them, listen to the Bad Bunny album. It's about a one cocktail. Moscow Mule is a cocktail that you get at the bar. He's like running naked on the beach. The other videos like Mia Mia or whatever, the one with Drake where he's like, you belong to me, just tell everyone that you belong to me. I mean, I think some of those are great morally. That's great. Like if you're promoting chastity or monogamy, I think that's great. If people don't know about that, I don't see how. Catholicism in the Latinx community is a major theme, so I don't know how people wouldn't know about that, but okay. And what else can I say? Yeah, I think that we are really we're about to be in a recession, for real. And I think it's a problem because some people were just doing so bad before that now that the recession hits, they're going to do even worse. But I feel like for most of us, the point that Cardi B is making is like everyone is on a strict budget. Like, you know, we know how much money that we're bringing in every month. We know how much the shit that we need costs every month. So that's like the rent, the water, the cell phone bill, the electricity and gas bill. Like we know how much soap, laundry detergent, toothpaste, right? In a year, I might have to buy another pair of server boots. So I know, like, I have to budget and plan for all of that stuff. Like, I have to create a budget for that. That's why I have Excel, and I like have to do that. I think some of you guys don't realize that that's how we are all. Most of us in the middle class are making it. Like, we have a budget, okay? Like, I have nice things because I've invested in nice things. Like, they didn't just pop out of the sky. Like, I worked really hard. Every single thing in this apartment I purchased with my money. Like basically everything. And you can do the same thing. But it isn't. Yeah, it's not just, it doesn't, money doesn't float out of the sky, and also criminality doesn't pay, because criminality comes with like karmic retribution. So I think that Cardi B is like, I think she's just trying to rationalize with the rest of you guys to say like, yo, like shit is expensive. Gro- Grocery prices are going up, and I'm concerned because Cardi B probably wants to have more money for her babies. Like she has babies. Children are expensive. Cardi B is on a budget. If Cardi B has a fucking budget and she knows how much lettuce costs and you don't have a budget, you have a fucking problem. The problem is you. Cardi B's rich ass has a budget for her babies and her lettuce. If you don't have one, your priorities are fucked up. And I know a lot of niggas who don't have budgets. So let's okay. Like